Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the great finale of the Magic County Chronicles. Before we actually resume the Mask of Nyarlathotep campaign with our dancing Keeper of the Arcane Lore, here, Jason. Talking about you,
Hi.
mate. Hi. Have,
We
have
saw
you been
you
studying?
dancing.
Because I'm not.
We,
I still
we,
have
we
to look everything you posted on the
Hmm.
corkboard and the light reading. I have to do everything yet.
Well, you still got a week.
Eh,
Plenty of time.
that's gonna be fine. But for the last time, please, our past and future keeper of the arcane lore, would you mind to introduce us to your character? Since you
I'm
won't
assuming
be
I'm
able
assuming you mean
to.
the Pathfinder character rather than
Yes,
my
most
So
my.
definitely.
your character as a person, who are you really, Jason Green?
yes, yeah.
No, I was
Let's
thinking
hear it
more.
all.
What is it
Well,
like
I'm
the
a commoner.
90 odd NPCs in masks? Which no, I'm not going to do that. Will take forever. I am playing Taemond Miritar, a half elf diplomatic scoundrel of sorts who has disowned himself from his magical family since he can do no magic, like at all. Although the theory of magic is different to the practicalities, which Bish Bash Bosh doesn't seem to understand. But he has joined his randomly picked group, thanks to King John Smith, to try and pursue this lake of a hole with no water and some bugbears who may or may not be human and married. Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling on to the next person.
So, Theo, how about your character?
Oh, I'm playing Darash, who's a half-orc champion, which is Pathfinder's paladin. He's a greyish-green pigmentation, bit of a sloping forehead, very large jutting teeth, prominent coarse dark hair. And he's not feeling too well at the moment. He's taken a few hits in the last couple of sessions and is yet to recover.
How about your work of art, Becky? Who's your character?
Hello, I'm Bish Bash Bosh, daughter of Jobs Done Betty, and in my community, he's laughing for some reason. I was a farmer, and amongst the farmers there, I am considered of superior intelligence. I'm no longer a farmer because my last harvest failed and all I got was maggots and I couldn't sell the maggots, although I did try. So I've decided it is time to finally realise my dreams, and I bought some armour, and I couldn't afford a sword after that, so I've made one out of wood, and I'm going on an adventure.
All right. I do believe that your audio, as Jason says in the chat, is a bit weird. Like you are talking from another room.
We can hear you all right, but it kind of sounds
Yeah,
like the cable's loose or something.
Yeah, it kind of was flipping in about.
There's no cable, it's USB.
Last but
That's
not
the
least,
best way I could describe it.
while Bish Bash Bosh tries to set cables and USB
I don't know
stuff
what
with
to
their
do.
superior knowledge, would you mind introducing us to your character, Ronnie?
Poor Giorgio, he's bracing himself. Yeah, my name's Talet.
You carry on.
My intro's so good. Bish Bash Bosh is scared. I'm Talethel Shadowstar. I'm a ranger and part-time bounty hunter, and I'm the sane one of this group because I'm the one keeping them all together. You know what I mean? I mean, it's keeping them all together and keeping them sane and all the rest of it. And Taemon would be a complete basket case without me, and Darash would probably be dead if it wasn't my wonderful sword swing that saved us both. You know, this team absolutely lives and dies because I've saved them all so many times.
Well, most of what you just said is objectable, and I think Taemon and Darash would agree with that. But
Most
if you
Absolutely.
pull some other tricks like this, I'm gonna master this whole session in Italian. So be careful. Also, good evening. Happy Monday to you, Steve. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
I don't know if you heard or remember for last time, but this is the closure, the final chapter of the Magic County Chronicles. So let's see what's gonna happen. But as a collective, would you mind to summarize a little bit what happened last week?
Pizza, pizza, pizza. Would you like it in English?
We were kind of recovering from when we got our asses kicked the session before.
We were in a gnome town.
Yes, we
Yes.
crawled down a hole, and there was a town that were standing on the ceiling of a big cave, weren't we?
Yes, we were kind of upside down on the ceiling of a cave, and there was a big upside down fountain, and a mayor who gave us a lead, although I can't remember exactly what it was.
Oh, we went to a sacred lake or something in the next cave.
We're on our way to it, I believe. I don't.
Yes.
Did we
Oh
get
yeah,
there?
isn't
Yeah,
there
we
some
did- we
kind
did-
of like monthly orgy or something that happens?
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. So don't drink the water because it might be full of semen, gnome semen, in little boats.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, being a seaman is a perfectly good occupational choice. It's a perfectly fine occupation.
Is
I
my
see.
audio okay now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
perfect.
fine now.
Okay.
I so thought I was ready for tonight. Apparently, I'm not. And I'm sorry for
You
this.
will never be ready.
I will never be.
I
But
was
yeah,
about to
basically,
say I was about to say something there, and then I realised it would tie into that discussion quite accidentally. I was about to say whatever we're about to do, you'll never see it coming, and then I realised it's just going to fall right back into that last conversation, and I didn't.
So
For
you
once,
thought you'd
it was
highlight
not
that?
intended.
I thought I'd highlight that.
You carry on anyway.
I'd carry on anyway.
Carry on coming.
Come again?
I wish. Give me half an hour.
At least you got through the introductions, Giorgio.
I'm not sure who's worse this week. You're both going.
I mean, that's perfectly fine. Let it all out of your system before resuming to Eldritch Abomination Revelations next week.
No,
I mean-
no. Right, Georgia. No, you can't have a whole stream of jokes, no pun intended, about semen, and then say get it all out of your system. You just can't do that. It's not the right phrase to use.
I do believe consistently that you were the only one to think that.
Yep, just you. You can watch your brain.
No. I was the only one that said it. Just to be just to clarify.
I loved Becky.
I think we should get
Well.
an opinion from Steve.
But trying to move forward, basically you had also a quarrel with wood animals having planks tied to their necks with some sort of indication written on them.
Oh,
Do you remember following
Yeah.
foxes because they had something hanging
Yeah.
from their neck?
Oh, the planks. Yes,
yeah,
the
yeah.
glasses. Yes.
very,
Oh,
very
yeah, and,
important. So basically, yes, badgers weren't right. It was foxes that we used to put secret messages to ourselves on.
It was.
Well, we
Not
still
that our
haven't-
messages made sense. Our messages sound more like a GM communicating to players than it did of past adventurers sending future selves messages via the medium of cuddly, fluffy animals.
We still haven't actually ascertained that it was one of us who wrote it because it's not our handwriting.
That too.
Yes.
That is true.
I think it's the
Was it?
DM's handwriting.
Yes, I concur. I think so too.
You also saw a bigger sign pointing you towards main quest. That basically
Yes.
was this gnomish town that you managed to pass
And everyone
through.
was exceedingly miserable.
Yeah, they were all
They were
pretty
very-
depressed and miserable.
Yeah.
Even the mayor was.
And I just
Positive,
remembered.
positive
there was
vibes and main quest were in short supply.
these dwarfs were bringing in a drug of some sort or selling a drug.
Alcohol.
Yeah,
Was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
selling alcohol.
The gnomes were selling weed and
Yeah.
alcohol,
Wait. Oh, and alcohol.
and not buying back
For
beer
alcohol,
from
yeah.
the dwarves. But the dwarves one time didn't have much beer to give them back, so they gave them a fountain that you found in the main square of main
That's right.
quest.
Yeah.
Also, you managed to talk to the mayor that told you that the only reasonable distance lake is farther down the cave, where they gather once a month in order to smoke, drink, and have a fun time. That's why they are depressed for all the rest of the month, because they're waiting for the orgy and the party and such. Do you remember what happened at the very end of the session?
Or remember that the mayor said he didn't know about any owlbears, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't something happen when we arrived at the lake?
yeah, I did.
I don't know. After all those gnomes, I have an extremely short memory.
Was this really only a week ago? Because my mind is so blank.
What happened? Well, to take things from a little further back, what you know is that everyone that has heard or seen, this lake came
Yes.
back with their memories that were changed or erased altogether. So you came by the lake shores and you heard something like a presence, something like a hand trying to get into your brain, a figurative hand, of course. And that's where we ended up last week's session.
Okay. That explains why I can't remember.
Yeah, that was the very, very end. It was,
I'm
it was
method
late. Ooh, dice, right.
Yeah, I need my dice.
Yeah, I did mine. I need
This
mine
is for
too.
my damage rolls.
This is for the ouchies.
Bloody hope so.
Don't mind me. If you can hear yourself think, carry on.
Ow.
Is this blood? Coming out of my ears that just exploded. But if we are all set, I'd say we resume. And
Stop that. You're like this customer I had earlier who was trying to find something in her house and she insisted on making all this noise and it was just coming through my little tiny headpiece.
Well, one time I'd been on the phone to technical support for 45 minutes on hold, and like when you need the loo and you've been already through 45 minutes, you go to the loo. Then this woman answered, and I had this whole technical support call faking the responses by making it up because I didn't wanted to know I wasn't in front of the computer, so I was just because it was a internet outage thing, and so I'm just remembering or thinking what it would do in that situation because she wants me to do stuff, and then it gets to a point where I just have to go to the computer, so I stand up and I absent-mindedly flush the chain.
whoops.
And your entire ruse was flushed away.
Yeah,
All
not
right.
as bad as the time I live streamed myself peeing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes, we remember that.
Yeah, the wonder of wireless headsets.
Anyway, something's
Yeah.
trying to reach into my brain.
Yeah,
We'll have to make a perception roll to find it.
most definitely. If it was Hulu on extreme difficulty spot hidden, but you feel more like something scratching and delving into your head when it suddenly stops. You feel this sensation of release from what you just witnessed and experienced, that you see these goldfish, a pretty big goldfish, coming out of the lake and just look at you with his bubbly eyes.
Wait, coming out of the lake.
Yes.
Like popping
Sticking
its
his
head out the
head out of
water
the lake.
or coming up on the shore?
No. It's just popping out of the
Okay,
water.
Okay, so
I'm
it's
sorry.
not as trippy as I thought. I
Poor-
thought they were
poor
kind of coming out
phrasing.
onto the shore with the little fins or something. Hello.
Well,
I-
look on the
Well,
bright
they are-
side. If it jumps up again, it's going to see us again for the first time.
They are well coordinated fish.
I'll try communicating to it in its own language.
Mhm.
When did you learn goldfish?
I didn't.
Yeah, that definitely
Clearly,
wasn't.
clearly,
Replies the fish.
clearly, she's just
Oh.
she's speaking in generic fish.
It
She doesn't have the
spoke.
goldfish's particular dialect.
No, not the fish that I know.
I think the goldfish just spoke? Did the goldfish just speak? Because I heard a goldfish speak, and I'm not sure that's right.
Yeah, you're right. I'm speaking.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, a speaking goldfish. Well, this is adventurous. I'll say that much. It's not very epic, though. Could you
Bloody fishy though.
Could you hold a battle axe or something?
I cannot, but I can glow like green. Do you like green?
No, fireflies can glow in the dark. That's not impressive at all. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
goldfish
hoping.
can't do.
I'm just hoping this is near the end of our adventure, and therefore, like, we should come up against a big bad. But you're a goldfish.
More
Right.
important than that, I'm not bad. Why should I be bad?
At this point, I am going to turn to Bish Bash Bosh, and I'm going to say, right, just so I've got this clear. The 6 orcs that nearly kicked our ass, and you want to you're looking forward to something even bigger.
It's a goldfish.
And it can't hold any weapons, apparently.
It's speaking goldfish.
It's
How
an
the hell am I
unarmed
supposed
goldfish.
to do all anything? With this
Exactly.
face. With this little mouth, I'm not supposed to hold anything.
You're holding a conversation very well.
Do you have a name?
Yes, my name is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo?
Lorenzo.
Huh. Well, who'd have thought it? Well, your mother, apparently,
well-
or father.
Yeah,
Have you-
definitely not me. Yes.
Have you always been a goldfish?
Well, it's only recently that. Well, it's a long story. By the way, sorry for before, for trying to change your memories. But then I felt that you're not mechanically evil, so I didn't feel compelled to modify your memories or erase them altogether.
Thank you, I suppose.
Yeah, you're welcome. Don't worry.
So you decided arbitrarily who was good and who was bad, and if you thought they were bad, you basically erased their minds.
If they're coming to get me, yes.
Are you a hole in the water?
Well, this is funny because my name is Lorenzo, but I'm not technically a hole in the water. I do. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, I do believe where you're coming from. I do believe I understand where you're coming from. See, I was friend, let's say a couple of months back with a goblin that I don't believe actually fully grasped my name. So
Right.
maybe he just got the last part and not the first part. My whole name is Lorenzo, and maybe he just understood whole. I don't know, that maybe. To answer your question, good looking man, I wasn't always a goldfish. Basically, I was an archmage. before
Oh.
turning myself into a goldfish. Nobody did.
But how come archways can be mages? That's even more weird than goldfishes.
You need to look at the book again.
Yeah.
Um,
Page 15, paragraph 2. Levels of wizardry. You'll find archmage right near the biggies.
Is that like an arch nemesis?
no.
No,
No.
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 It's well, it kind of in as arch
Could
in
be.
that context means really big nemesis, and archmage means really big fucking mage.
You could have an archmage that's our
Oh,
arch nemesis.
well, I
A
don't
mage
feel
of
I don't
a
feel
high
it
rank.
appropriate to call big people, slur words like that. You just call them a mage. Just because they're obese, you don't need to call them an archmage. They're still a mage.
An archmage is a mage of a very high rank. They're very prestigious in their craft.
Yes.
Some of my
Yes.
family.
Why didn't you say that?
Do you want
By
to
the
take this
way,
one, Phil?
Slowly.
By the way, Lorenz Hole, we were sent here by the king. So I
Oh,
am
the king?
assuming that he
Which king?
wants an audience. King John Smith. Which
Oh,
king do you
Yeah.
think?
Looking
Oh,
for a
yeah.
hole in the water.
Have you
yeah.
come here to hide from him?
No, quite the contrary. I mean, as long as our beloved King John Smith is concerned, his his intellect would actually believe that there is something like a hole in the water. So if he sends you looking for such a thing, he may be pretty adamant in believing that there is one.
Well, I've made
So-
two.
Well, you're an archmage. Simply go to him with a pool of water and cast a hole in it.
I've already made 2 pools with holes. I actually did it before we left?
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't take them back from the
Yeah. Yeah,
From the
I
shop,
haven't
because you
collected
left.
them yet.
Carrying them all the way.
Well, no, I've not got them with me. I haven't picked them up from the shop, but they're still there.
Yeah, I would be most delighted to see such a work of wit and intelligence as you might have conceived. But to answer your question, I'm not really able to get back to the kingdom. That's why I'm here, basically.
Why can't you get back? I mean, sorry, obviously.
Polymorph needs hand movements, doesn't it? Oh, that was dumb.
Not for an archmage, no, that does not.
Oh, okay.
How do you know about polymorph and hand motions?
It's
That was
probably in
surprising.
that bloody book.
Maybe. Oh, well then why? Why do you stay here? And why? I mean, every month must be a bit difficult for you to be here.
No, I'm not here all the time. Well, I do wander off sometimes looking like a cat, sometimes an owl, sometimes a
owlbear.
giant lizard. An
Badger, by any
owlbear.
chance?
Why would I turn myself into an owlbear? That's crazy. That's most dangerous. That's too
Fine.
big. I get noticed. Then the first dumbass adventurer that sees me is going to shoot through my heart, and I'm to blame. No.
A good
No, no,
point.
no.
However, we are also searching for 2 owlbears who possess a ring.
Or are supposed to be married, I believe.
That's another of King John Smith's bullshit, is it?
Well, it may well be, but our
No, it's the
companion
cleric's bullshit.
cleric here, yes, he seems to think that they're here somewhere.
Your Majesty, basically, I was sent to look for a couple of married Alberts to retrieve the ring, but I didn't manage to find them.
Can I ask our wayward cleric a little bit of a question? Gary, isn't it? Why did you call the goldfish your majesty?
I don't know how am I supposed to call him.
By his
Your
name.
arch majesty. I mean, that doesn't feel right, does it?
Well,
heraldry is quite different from
the
magical.
fish said its name was Lorenzhold, so I assume it's okay with being called Lorenzhold. It didn't say, I am Baron Viscount First Duchy of Ujimaflop, did it? It said, Lorenzhold is my name.
All right.
Magic is
So,
my game.
all right. Sorry, Lorenzo. Sorry. Yeah, never mind. Don't worry. Call me whatever you please. What was I saying though? Oh yes. Basically, it's a love affair. The reason why I can't get back to Phantasopoulos. Something of. I mean, I was going to face a lot of trouble, me and my loved one, to be more precise.
Who's your loved one?
Who's your loved one?
How do I say this? Well, I had what was seen by some people as
Was it a donkey?
no, it was not. I'm not that into bestiality beside the polymorph by turning myself into an actual beast. So I had to get
doesn't
back
make
to
it
the
any
matter
better.
at hand. I had a clandestine, I don't know the pronunciation, I'm sorry, relationship with said King John Smith.
You had a relationship with the king.
Yes. We actually wanted to get married, but you see, a king that doesn't marry a princess from another kingdom, from another county, but just marries an archmage from the same sex. A lot of people were pointing and threatening to give it all to the press, to press charges, to hang the king, etc. So I decided it was the best interest for me.
Well,
to
it
just
seems-
get
they
out.
don't like
seems to me-
same-sex marriage here, do they? I remember.
Seems to me that you've kind of missed a trick here. I mean, why couldn't you have polymorphed yourself into a woman?
Because
married-
I'm fine with the person I am. Why
No,
should I?
hear me out. Hear me out. Polymorph yourself into a woman, marry him all public-like, and then when you're just together in private, just be yourself. But when you're out in public, you be the princess.
There must be so many flaws with that plan. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, the first one is that I am not that strong on remembering stuff. So the first time
That's what
I
you get for being a
forget to
fucking
polymorph,
goldfish.
yeah, I feel more comfortable in this suit. Scales. These. Shit.
There's can't be much of a life though, just hanging around this pool in this cave, swimming around.
Wiping people's memories, watching the odd orgy.
No, see, that's the point. When I feel that the orgy is about to start, I just get out. I'm having none of it.
Yeah, he's happy to swim in his own shit, but not in semen of gnomes.
I can purify water, first of all.
You would have
Then it's a shit
gonna have to
of a
after that,
goldfish
yeah.
in an actual lake. How bad can it do? Also, there is some other lowlife here who likes to eat shit, literally. So this is a really low maintenance mansion. I got other fishes cleaning it up. I can do
Fish
something
pee.
myself.
They are living things.
Oh
we
no,
don't.
that's just given me a mental image I don't think I can ever remove.
That's
I
only
Well,
believe
funnily enough,
the Archmage might be able to help with that.
Archmage over, yeah.
Either
I'm
way,
feeling a distinct absence of plot in here.
Are you absolutely sure that the king doesn't know that you are here?
as I said, is actually able to believe that something like a hole in the water exists. I believe that he sent out somebody to look for me, but if they came here, they did find me and suddenly didn't remember they did, or if the one that was threatening the king sent someone else to find me, then he did find me and then didn't because he forgot about it.
And
Why
what,
wouldn't the
what
king
about these
abdicate?
bears?
Mm, one at a time, please.
Well,
Thank
I
you,
was
Phil.
thinking, why didn't the king abdicate if he loved you?
Because of duty,
He's a king, power.
power, money, whims.
Waifs, strays, servants.
Then I think you can do better.
No, I don't believe I can.
I know at least
This-
8 gay gnomes.
He's already said he's not into gnomes.
Has he?
Well, he implied.
If he's not into those gnomes, I can understand why.
Yeah, they're not the light of the party, are they? Did you
Those
manage
ones
to
aren't.
to talk to
Oh,
a couple of them?
and besides, if he come here for an orgy every month, he's fucking seen them all. If he was going to fall in love with one of them, he would have done it already.
I'm not here where the orgy starts. I'm not some sort of creep.
You just lie in wait for people to come to your lake and wipe their memories.
And then wipe their memories.
No,
yeah,
I just mind my business. If someone comes to a sacred lake to fish for someone, and I hear him saying, where is the fucker?" Of course, I'm erasing his fucking memory. That's obvious.
Or if you do hear someone say, "Where is the fucker?" you just tell them, "Look, the orgy's in 2 weeks' time. Come fucking back." Just just do it that way.
That too. But again, if they see a talking fish, I mean, erasing the memory is the safer and quickest solution, not to be found.
How many people's memory have you erased?
Or can't you remember?
I mean, there were the fish people. They came here, like, there was, on different occasions, a total of 12, 15 of them. But, I mean, they were looking for this hole in the water, then they started eating my neighbors. I said, all right, just piss off. Then a couple of orcs came by. They just started to slap the water with maces and rods and scimitars and such. I mean, I was having none of that. And a couple of humans also came by. And I actually think I remember the halfling back there. He came too, didn't he?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
been
I
here
believe
as
he
well.
did.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's what the fox message said. I wasn't sure if we'd been here before and just not remembered, so I thought it was wise to come back.
I do believe that your intellect far surpasses mine, so I'm taking all you're saying for granted, my gnomish friend. What
Yeah.
is she
What
all
The
would-
most
about?
modest
What
thing.
would
that-
Yeah,
Granted do with it?
I think he was giving you some shade there.
I just don't understand what granted would do with it. If he's taking something of mine for granted, then who the hell is granted?
Relation to Gary?
And why can't I keep it myself? Whatever it is.
Perhaps you don't want it anymore.
I think I would know.
Well, if she didn't want it anymore, then she would just give it. It wouldn't have to be taken for granted. She would just give it to granted.
Well, she just make her mind up then. Come on. What do you want to do? Give it away or keep it?
The point is, though,
I don't know.
the point is, we have, of course, found our hole in the water, in inverted commas, but we have nothing to take back to the king.
Well, that's okay. I already made a few things to take to the king before we left.
I doubt he'd like them, though.
Well, it cost me like 5 gold or something.
He wants something a lot more expensive than 5 gold. I was
I need
hoping
more than that,
this.
have I?
I was hoping that this aforementioned ring would prove to be some sort of compromise, but we haven't found that either.
Yeah. What about these owl bears? There's supposedly a couple of owl bears. Not as in two, as in an actual couple. You know, the kind of thing you and the king might be.
Wait.
If you actually hit it, if you had a
Are you
spine
twisting
to
the
the
knife
tail.
and the wound, are you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just realised. Lorenzo knows the king really well. Why don't we ask Lorenzo what would appease the king in a situation like whatever we're in?
True, unless that was the thing that caused them to part ways.
Lorenzo.
Yes. What's your
Oh, you're
question?
not thinking
No.
what I think you're thinking, are you?
Probably.
I'm not thinking.
We're not kidnapping him and taking him back, if that's what you're thinking.
No! I was going to ask
Not you,
Lorenzo.
Falafel.
I was going to ask Lorenzo what would appease the king in our situation. Where he sent us on a quest we can't complete.
Yes, and then Talathel said Lorenzo and gave a rather evil-looking grin.
Well, I mean, the problem is, you know, if they truly are soulmates, then we either come back with some hole in the water thing, or we come back with his true love. I
He
mean,
is right next to us.
Also, we
I'm
don't
well
have
aware.
an arch nemesis, so how would we fight an archmage? We need an arch nemesis for the archmage.
It's all right. A couple of us are archers.
I'm not going to fight you whatsoever, but you see that the goldfish is tweaking and convulsing, like having some sort of seizure, and then he comes belly up in the water and transforms into a rubber duck.
You have very odd preferences for a polymorph.
Right.
Do you think it was his due to turn himself into a rubbing duck? Do you think an archmage to be this dumb? You see a woman voice coming from behind you.
I'm really confused.
I am also deeply confused.
I turn round to the sound of this voice.
You see an old lady that is standing, leaning on a big rod just behind you on the shore lake. Yes, finally I found him, so I can sell the story to the papers. I will take him back to Phantasopoulos now that I heard everything, and I will make him talk so that I
you're
can take. My name is. No, I'm not some sort of lowlife. I'm selling the story to the papers. If I am a journalist, I will write the story for the papers. I am Henrietta Rasputeria, HR, that sent you to the king in order to find this hole in the water, and you just led me to him.
You're right. You're the human resources for the king.
I'm sorry, Ronnie, I didn't grasp what you said.
I thought you said you were HR for the king, and I'm thinking, what? These fucking human resources?
Wait.
What?
Wait. HR? Hole in the water.
It ends
What
in
a
an
clever
R.
ruse.
What the fuck?
It starts in an H,
I'm
ends in
going
an R.
I'm going conspiracy theory here.
Hole in the water. Oh my god, it's her! She's
Right.
the hole in the water.
We just take you back then.
I should have sent something smarter to deal with an archmage so that I didn't have to do all this fucking job. But since we are here, and as a comic book villain, I just unraveled all my evil plan, I can't let you live. Do you concur?
Wait. First of all, conquer, as in take over another country. Secondly, why can't you let us live because you told us your plan? What plan? I don't understand.
That wasn't much of a plan.
It really
Yeah.
wasn't. I mean,
How-
it's
How are you going to capture the Archmage? It's a rubber duck.
exactly.
And there is a lot of semen in that lake.
So I really don't get your plan at all. You were just going to turn up and then somehow magically you would, what, get the Archmage into a goldfish bowl?
Do I have to
Have you thought your plan through
make
at
a
all?
drawing for you? I sent you to the king because I knew that the king was looking for a hole in the water. Then, once you set off for your adventure, I followed you because I didn't know where the hole in the water, Lorenz's hole in the water was. Not HR, Lorenz's hole in the water was. And then you brought me here so that I could transform him into a rubber duck, put him in my pocket, and bring him back to Phantasopoulos.
Oh, so
No,
you
no,
turned the
no,
Archmage into a rubber duck?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
no.
I did.
You followed us without our consent. We didn't bring you here.
Now, hang on.
Bringing you here assumes that we did so willingly. No. That's
Hang on a moment.
not
I'm
legally
confused by
viable.
one thing. How did you change the Archmage into a rubber duck?
With this rod.
With that rod?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make sense. Can I have a look at it? I don't understand.
I'm gonna quote. You see, how could you describe it? An Italian philosopher who once said,
Philosopher?
an Italian philosopher. It's a nearby country made of mozzarella and pizza crust. But he once said, for fuck's sake, let's just roll initiative.
So much for a surprise attack. Okay.
D20 plus perception.
24.
Just a sec.
No. 19.
20.
Just a sec, guys, for fuck's sake. Jason, what did you roll again?
24.
24. 20. 19. Hasn't rolled.
Oh, I've rolled.
Hasn't announced
It's
his roll.
it's D20 plus perception. Yes.
Yes.
Right. 6.
Becky, you were 20
Wow.
or 19?
19.
I rolled a
Darash is
fucking,
20.
I rolled a fucking
Phil.
2.
20, and Gary is
Hopefully a bit more.
a bit more than Ronnie, way less than HR.
There are asthmatic snails preparing for combat who have better initiative than me at the moment.
So, I am actually sorry, but HR starts off.
What the?
Corporate
Yeah,
privilege, that.
That is, yeah, corporate privilege. HR's fucking corporate privilege.
That's called plot armor, not privilege.
No, that's fucking HR's. That's
Oh, get on with it then. Do your worst.
You see, basically, that she left.
Don't say that.
She left her road standing on the lake shore, and it turns into 4 snakes that start crawling towards you.
That's plagiarism.
That's I don't care.
I know you don't, because you're HR.
To be fair, plagiarism of what?
Oh, it just reminded me of that thing with the Bible, and I think it was Moses and the staff turned into a
Yeah.
snake.
Oh, that sort of plagiarism.
Not that they didn't nick it from another story, I'm sure.
Oh, so we are
or
talking of heresy. All right.
Or maybe they just found a stick in the desert and someone thought it was a snake because they were a bit gullible back then.
Yeah, that too. That's a perfect explanation. I'm loving it. Okay, so they start still before Ronnie does, but that's no problem.
Everybody starts before I do.
Yeah, basically. And
Even the
now,
gnomes.
The gnomes
They're
are going
not
to start
involved.
their orgy. The gnomes in 2 weeks'
2
time
weeks.
are going to start their orgy before I fucking move.
Yep. That's what I was saying.
That's your turn, Jason.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Yes.
I draw my. Oh, actually, do I? Okay, how far away are the snakes? Are we talking just like a few feet, sort of thing?
Let's say about 20 feet. It's not
Oh,
that
20.
far back. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll try and get HR first with my short bow
Mm-hmm.
and just say some witty comeback like, you need some more inclusivity and diversity training. Because she wants to tell a story about 2 gay men, like, oh, you know.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
No, it isn't. I
How
think
much
that's is that the first natural one of the campaign? 'Cause
Yes, it
Point.
is. I do believe that is.
The joke fell flat as well.
Yeah, nothing that bad happens. But let's say that you lose grasp of your bow, so you're not able to retrieve it and then do another attack with said bow. Let's put it this way because of the fumble that you did. Okay, second in place is Daresh.
Okay, I want to draw my sword and attack HR.
That's 20 feet away, so you have to get closer
Move
to her.
first. Yeah, move 1st and then attack.
All right?
Yeah.
Let's roll to it.
One for the workers, mate.
7.
I'm afraid I have to break this to you, but that's not enough. Not even close.
Slipping on the mess the gnomes left behind from the last session. I stumble my way towards HR.
Yeah, it's all slippery on the ground.
What we need
But-
is a union. Oh, that's given me an idea. You carry on.
You can try and make a second attack with a -5 penalty, if you wish to do so.
Why not? No, that's the second natural one of the story. My dice is broken. I need new
What the
practice.
fuck, guys?
This is
Okay.
what happens when the common worker stands up against HR and the management
In their ivory towers.
in their
Yes.
ivory towers. Smash the system.
So let's say that your sword falls. So next turn you have to pick it up before attacking again. Becky, it's your turn now.
A fight! Wicked! I'm gonna rage. And then I'm gonna leap at the old crone and try to hit her.
Mm-hmm.
You want rolls of some kind, don't you?
Yeah, to attack. I was waiting
Okay.
for you to actually roll.
You can't spend luck.
Can I? Can I spend a hero point?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
what can I use that for?
you can use it to get back to 1 hit points. And then, let me see, in order to be totally fair. That
Because
is
I rolled a 14, which is going to miss, isn't it? So
definitely using hero points. Okay. You can use it as act out of turn to make your turn immediately. You can spend it as an extra action in your turn. Yeah, as a hint to me for what to do next. To recall a spell that you already cast. Yeah, to reroll a d20 you just made.
okay, I'm going to spend my hero point on that. I rolled a 16.
I'm sorry, that's not enough. She is your arch nemesis. 16 is not enough, I'm sorry.
We've got an arch nemesis!
So now it's Gary's turn that tries to fend off some of the snakes. Yes. That's the third one in this campaign. For fuck's sake.
They're all
So
happening
basically,
now.
his
This is
rapier
snake
falls
drops.
down too. It's like, did you touch something by the lake? Because your hands are all squishy and such.
I don't even want to know the answer to that question, given what we know about the fucking lake.
So
That's right, it
basically,
is the fucking lake.
now, literally,
It is the fucking lake. It's definitely the fucking lake,
now it's the
and
Viper's
we're
turn.
screwed.
And there's one Viper each. So the first one on Tainment, that's a 26 to it.
Ow.
Bloody Nora.
On Daresh, that's a 14. I believe that doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
A 25 on Becky, bish bash bosh.
That's a hit.
And, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I lost a die, under the sofa.
Oops.
And that's a 23 on Talathol.
Yeah, that's a hit.
The last one, it's 11 on Gary, that doesn't hit. So, who was it? Please roll me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh,
Cool.
crap, that's poisonous.
Fortitude saving throw.
Okay, 21.
18.
25. Oh,
How much was yours, Ronnie?
18.
All right. So, let's say all of you get 3 points of damage.
Okay.
so
Now,
3 points.
Talathol, it's your turn.
Yeah. I am going to draw my sword and attempt to strike at that snake. I was going to possibly shoot the woman from HR, but I think I really need to deal with a snake first.
All right.
Next turn.
much
I've
is
rolled 12 in total.
No, I'm sorry, that's not enough. You can make an additional attack with a
minus
-5
5.
penalty.
I
if you
will
wish
try
to
that
do so.
actually. So, see the score I got last time? Take
-5.
5 off it.
All right.
Fucking number twice.
All right. So now it's HR's turn.
Oh,
That as Daresh close to her, what happens? Um, All right, she doesn't have to concentrate much. She just looks at you and just caresses your cheek. That's a fortitude saving throw for you again, Darash.
I was going to say that the next orgy is a couple of weeks away.
That you know of.
Okay, that is a 16. So that is what, 23.
All right. So,
I think we should complain to her boss about this sexual harassment that she's doing towards one of us. A definite case of sexual harassment here.
She's
Definitely not. She's just not respecting your boundaries at all.
She's probably booked some
Practice in the
forms with her.
workplace.
all
Yeah.
right. So you just get 4 points of damage, Darash.
Just get 4 points of damage.
Just.
Okay.
Just.
That's
So
half
when you-
because you passed the roll. It would have been hate, so could have been way worse than this.
Wow. Okay.
Jason, it's your turn again.
Yes. So is the rubber duck like just still kind of floating?
Yeah,
in the
it's
water?
floating in the
Yeah,
lake.
okay.
Let's all hit something.
Would I? This may be a long shot, but would I, with my theory of Arcana knowledge, have a rough idea about how I could turn it back? Like, is there another way to turn him back without, say, trying to cast something from the rod, or is that really the only way I can see if he's going to turn back?
Given the fact that you are not, I mean, you are strong on the theory, but not that hard on the practice. You know that there is need for some sort of focus point to do magic, whether it is a living being, like the Archmage polymorphic himself, or like some magic object, some magical object. So whether you're able to do so or you use something that can do it for you, then you can use polymorph. But one of the two.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna draw my elven blade instead and try and charge.
Yes, you can, but you get an attack of opportunity from the serpent in front of you.
Fine.
That's a critical.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
that's a natural 20. That's another fortitude saving check for you.
Am I just gonna fall flat on my face at this rate? That's an 18.
All right, so you just criticals, they just multiply. Is that correct? They multiply by 2. I'm playing too many systems at the moment. I'm sorry if I mix things up.
It's all right. Just go for the system where we get the least damage. We won't care if it's not Pathfinder. We'll let it slide.
We'll live with it.
Yeah, we'll literally live with it.
In fact, I'm sure it's actually dividing by 2.
I'm not playing that much systems in order to believe such a thing. But let's say that you just multiplied the rolls that you did last time, Talatol. Ronnie, sorry. Is that correct? You just rolled and then multiplied by 2 for the damage that you did last time. That you did a crit 2.
No, I just failed.
Yeah, you failed and failed and failed, and then you rolled a 20.
Oh yeah, that last time, yeah.
Yeah, you just multiplied by 2 for the rolls you did. Is that correct?
Yeah,
All right. So that's
yeah, that was the
10
way.
point.
That's the way you went for that.
So that's a point of 10 points of damage for you, Jason.
Yeah, I fall flat on my face. Wow, how humiliating.
No, you're not falling. You're not. You continue your charge, but running, the snake bites you back on the calf. Let's say
Yeah,
it doesn't trip you. It doesn't
but
do
I'm
anything of sorts.
but I'm down to 0, so I fall flat regardless.
Weren't you fully cured by Gary and Darash with
Oh,
a night's
no.
sleep?
Oh, was I?
I do
Okay.
believe. I do believe you were,
Well, that's slightly
because you
better.
didn't want to leave before you were full health.
No. Give me a minute. So.
I
Okay.
do
Yeah.
believe that
Right.
Darash did a little bit of lay on hands here and
I did
there,
do that.
touching cheeks and butt cheeks. But even Gary, from a safe
Touching
distance,
cheeks and butt cheeks. Did you say?
No, I do not. I
That's
did
the way
not.
the spell works. That's the story I'm sticking to.
This is recorded. I'm going to go back and check. I'm sure you said butt cheeks.
Yes,
Yep.
I did.
You
Sue
did.
me.
You did.
Sue me.
See? No,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So.
We know you made an ass of it. We're
So.
Roll
Rewinding
to
then.
it,
I am still alive.
Jason,
I'm
before
going to
it
roll
gets out of hand. Please just roll.
Okay, so that is a 23.
I'll stop laying them on then they won't get out of hand.
23, it's enough.
Woo!
Roll for damage. How much is it?
What even is the damage now? So, that's a 9. Oh, beg pardon. No, wait. No, 11. I forgot about the +2, yeah. 11 damage.
Hello,
All right.
all, bye, all. Yes, hello, Fajuk. Bye, Fajuk.
Hello and bye, Fijuk.
And goodbye.
All right, so now it's Darash's turn. So
Yes,
you
sir.
get up your sword from the ground.
Yeah, I want to pick my sword up and sort of, as I'm bending down, I just want to thrust up into HR.
Roll to it, please.
I beg your pardon?
I'm pretending I didn't hear.
I'm pretending I didn't roll that.
You can if you spend a hero point.
Yeah, okay, I'll spend that hero point. I'll spend that hero point for.
That's not the smartest thing to do, to be fair.
No,
It's not the smartest thing to do now.
it's the final encounter.
Yeah, but if you die or you're cured or you're dead, that's no middle ground.
Ah,
It doesn't matter. They were both crap, so I'm going to change my dice.
All right. Bish Bash Bosh, your turn again.
Okay, I'm going to hit her 3 times in a row on the old crone.
So it's full bonus, -5 and -10.
I know the -10 can't possibly hit, but I might nat 20. Okay, the first one's a 24.
All right, that's a hit. Roll for the others.
Oh, it's a 16 damage. That's a good one. And then the second one is a 17.
No.
Yeah, 17. That misses,
No.
does it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last one, looking for a nat 20. Oh, you know what? That was really close. But not quite. I'm just going furiously at her like... Unfortunately, because I've repeated exactly the same attack, she was able to block the next 2. By standing
Alright.
to one side.
The thing is that the sword is basically too heavy for you, and you don't have the technique by your side. You just do this. So your shoulders get tired after a while. So the first one is a go, but the others tend to
No.
eat.
It's not
No.
that, because they would have hit really, really hard had they landed. It's that I just repeatedly hit the same spot, even though the first one actually knocked her out of the way.
Oh, yeah, that works. That works wonderfully. Now it's Gary's turn that tries to hit the viper that's in front of him. He can. And where the fuck is it? 6? All right. Just call me butter hands because I can keep a die in my hands for my life tonight. All right. So one of the vipers is kaput, while the others try to hit at you again. So, Jason, the one that you left behind still craves your blood, so he's coming back at you.
Well, I can piss off. My blood
Doesn't
type is
hit.
exceedingly rare.
That doesn't hit. Darash, that's a 22.
That's a hit.
Bish Bash Bosh, that's an 18.
Wow.
That means that hits you twice.
No. I mean, fuck you, Snake, you missed.
The one on Taratol, that's a 26. So
Missed.
again, 26.
Still missed. It's just a
Ow.
flesh wound.
Yes.
No, it's a hit.
Again, for
26 would have
hit?
been a miss on me, like missed. I would have said missed. I would have been red mist.
Yeah. No,
again
Do you
for
want positive?
everybody who was hit, that's a 42 saving throw.
17 from me.
That's 17 from me as well.
Let me double check. All right, that's more than enough for both of you. You both take 2 points of damage. Now, Ronnie.
That's a lot better than it should have been. Oh, gold.
Ronnie, that's your turn. What you gonna do?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to try and hit this bloody snake again, aren't I?
As you wish.
Quite frankly. Well, and I've joined the one club.
Well, you're
Everyone
already in
else
it.
has done it. I may as well come in with you.
Wow.
I just want to underline the fact that which session is it? Is it number 6?
7, I think.
Yes,
Number
something
7?
like that.
Not a one was rolled in 6 sessions. In this one, there's 4 already. What the
All
fuck?
All I can say is, fate has a nasty way of balancing the books at the worst possible fucking time. But yes, I rolled a 1 as fumble.
That's fumble. So, are you having out your sword or your bow? You
Yeah,
have your sword out.
it's a
So let's say that it falls again because you touched something. Maybe you washed your hands in the water. I don't want to know.
no, I don't want it. That don't. Yeah, don't
You
want
had
it.
a fumble. That's what it is. It wasn't you fumbled. It was you had a fumble.
This is a joke. I'm too Italian to understand.
Yes, afraid so.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
He grabbed
I
his
would-
own nuts and wiggled his fingers.
Yes,
Don't listen, Giorgio. Don't listen.
don't.
La, 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 la.
Whatever,
Cover your
Whatever.
ears, young man.
Giorgio, whatever chance you had of being innocent by the end of the scenario died
I think
the
that's
moment
one
you
point.
said yes to running it.
All right. But since I saw that Becky has already smoke out, I say we take 10 minutes break and then we
I call
remember
this
from
one-
the
HMS subtle hint.
subtle hint. That's perfectly fine.
Continue. In a minute.
See you back in 10
Okay.
minutes, all right? See ya.
See you then.
Bye.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm working on the Circus Maximus, Steve. It's gonna be so cool. Tell Steve about the Circus Maximus. What did you think? You got a little sample of it.
Oh, I thought it was very good.
It's looking really good. I remain in awe of your programming expertise.
I think it's particularly funny when they get off the chariots and they're running around the track and they get cut down by the next chariot.
Yeah, it's it's looking really good. I think it's gonna be a great addition to Prize Fighter.
Yeah, it's going to work well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think there's going to be a lot of carnage on the track.
Yeah.
Yes.
I only have a couple of small sort of not negatives, just a couple of small things. There's no trapeze artists, there's no clowns, no you call it Circus Maximus, and it's got no trapeze artists. There's no clowns. I mean,
Yes, I think you need to look more into the etymology of the word circus.
I'm well aware of it.
Do we get ballistas on our chariots? One of the chariots has 3 spears at the front, forms a forward ram. But you do not get ballistas. When you
Wow.
use a chariot in the Colosseum, you can fight from the back of it with your bow or cast magic. In the race at the moment, I only get them to actually do all that stuff once the race is finished. I was toying with it in the race, but it just wasn't right because you get 2 finishers.
What I want to see is the ultimate death match in the Colosseum. You've got all the guys in there, ready to go, ready to fight, and outside the Colosseum are trebuchets, and they're going to start flinging shit into the Colosseum.
Right, you actually need to turn up to Prize Fighter because that shit's done already.
Is it done already? Damn.
Big steel balls fall into the arena.
No, I've seen those.
Well, there you go.
Seen those. I've seen your steel balls. They were good. But yeah, no, Stephen, the Circus Maximus looks great. I've been catching little bits of what else Stephen's been up to. Particularly, he's involved in a Blood Bowl league at the moment. The highlights of the games get shown on a YouTube channel.
So is it a
that I've
computer
missed.
game Blood Bowl or is it the board
Yeah,
game?
it's a computer game of it. And it's a league. It's a. I've caught. I haven't watched every match. I've caught the little bits of the ones that Stephen's involved in.
Send me a link, Steve. I'll have a little gander. You never know, something similar could be at Com+5. Although my plan is actually the flooding the arena for Com+5. Triremes.
Ballistas on the dreams.
Chariots and the triremes.
You guys. I might put horses on the triremes. I don't know about chariots, they're a bit big. Anyway, should we adventure?
Yes.
Should we adventure again? So now let's take it back from the top. So now it's HR's turn. Basically, you see that she takes a step back from Darash and Taymond and starts to cast something. all of you, please roll for me another fortitude save. Please and thank you.
Oh, will interesting.
Oh, I found a dice that works.
15.
Mine has lost its magic during the break, and I misplaced my other d20.
15 from me as
23.
well.
13.
So no one higher than 15.
23.
23, all right. So the one with the 23 doesn't have to listen to what I'm saying now. Okay, so you all take 10 points of damage, necrotic damage, and who rolled the 23 takes 5.
Now I'm down.
Wow.
I'm down as well.
Oh, fuckity
Okay.
fuck.
I know,
This is just revenge
10
for
points,
every
you
week,
say?
isn't it?
10 points, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at -2.
You're not -2, you're 0, dying 1. As you
Okay,
take.
I am 0, dying 1.
All right, so
Me too.
I have to rewrite the.
Session. 'Cause
No.
you're ready to die.
No, don't worry. No, the initiative, because in order to do that save roll, you are moved before the thing that brought you to 0. So I have to write the list down. Just give me a sec. We got Becky. Oh, yeah. All right. So, Phil, now it's your turn.
Okay, so is Taman down, is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Simon and Taratal are down.
Can I throw my shield to the ground? I want to use my sword two-handed. And after I do that, I want to just bend down and I'll grab Taman's ankle and do a lay on hands.
Why my ankle specifically?
Oh, I can go groping around your body to find the perfect spot if you want, but
Okay, I shouldn't have asked. Ankle is fine.
you wouldn't think you're not going to save you, but you're complaining. I don't know.
You gotta thank he didn't slap your butt cheeks.
All I'm saying is a half-elf ankle is very sexy. It might distract you.
There you go. Okay, so I throw my shield to the ground and I swing my sword two-handed. Which is a 22. So that's a miss, isn't it? That's a hit. Oh, I thought it was 23 to hit. Okay, so that is
22.
D12 for two-handed. That's a 9.
That's perfect. Are you going to do anything else in your turn?
Yes, I'm going to lay on hands for Taymond.
My ankle.
Seeing he's
Please
next
do.
to me. I just need to find what that's down hands. 387. Okay, lay on hands is your hands become infused with energy. You restore 6 hit points.
Yay.
You also gain 2 status bonus to 1 AC.
To where?
They also gain a +2 status bonus to AC for 1 round.
I thought that's what I heard.
Yes, you got 6 hit points.
Fantastic, thank
And
you.
+2 AC.
Yeah.
Bish bash bosh, do your thing.
Okay, I'm going to do my frenzied triple attack again. On the old crone. The first one is quite a large number. Hang on, let me add it up. It is a 24.
That hits.
And it does... Oh, it's another biggie. It does 16 again.
Wow.
As I bonker on the head again, having adjusted my aim. I then get a 14, which I think misses.
Yes, it does.
And then I do not get a natural 20.
That's all we need to know. But I wanted to see, to be fair, if the last roll was a natural one, because I would have loved for you to roll it. But the first one was more than enough to just smack HR to the ground and leaving her face to a pulp in the ground.
Awesome! I killed an arch nemesis! Oh, this is the stuff sagas are written of.
I missed it again, didn't I?
No. You were totally in grasp of your capabilities to witness that.
Yeah, but I'm still, I guess, sort of coming round thanks to Darish's ankle groping and getting back up and stuff. Yes, thank you, Darish, thank you. I do appreciate it. Just not expecting that.
Any help you can give, please? My dead corpse is putting his hand up, saying, "Help, please."
Yeah, basically Gary comes to you and brings you back to 1 hit point. I'm sorry, Gary. Yeah, I'm sorry. Gary's a lame healer. He just rolled a 1.
Yeah, Talethal didn't have a leg problem. He was bitten by a snake. That's probably why he only got 1 hit point back. Like healer, yeah.
Because Gary, because for the first time, Gary won't suck.
So basically, no one of you got the venom because you were lucky with your fortitude saving throws. So as you see that the last life breath leaves HR corpse, you see that all the snakes seem to grow stiff again while rolling all in the same direction and forming the rod back again. So now you got a corpse, a rod laying on the ground, and a rubber duck in the lake.
I'm checking the Idiot's Guide to Adventuring to see what it says I should do next. And I think it says, yeah, boot door. We didn't have a door. That's confusing. Kill monster. We've done that. Grab treasure. Right, treasure!
I'm going to grab the rod and try and retrieve the rubber duck.
With said rod, because I don't think you want to step in the lake.
Well, potentially. But more to the point, I'm hoping that the rod can be a focal point for him to transform himself back.
I'm going to put my sword away and go over and do lay on a hands-on Talethal.
Just a second.
Yes, please. You can put your hands all over me.
Put your falafels on Talethal.
Okay, so you retrieve all the items, but you still don't know how to use the rod, do you?
Well, I don't. It's for him to use. That's the point.
All right, so I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. You want the rubber duck to use the rod?
Yes.
The rubber duck does not move.
Well, I know the rubber duck
appendixes.
I know that, but what I was saying was, and again, it's just a theory, and I might be completely wrong, but I was thinking if I could at least, outstretch my hand with this rod towards whatever his name was, hole in the water, then
Lorenzo.
Lorenz hole, that's it. Then potentially he could use that as a focal point to change himself back, or change himself into something, I don't know, more like a fish or something.
Do you have the Arcana skill?
Yes.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but just roll me an Arcana check.
How wrong am I? Okay, that's an unnatural 20.
So basically, given the family study that you had, you know that some magical items can be activated in different ways. Some of them actually require you to cast something or read something, such like scrolls, for example. Some maybe need a special knowledge of spell casting that appropriate object, let's say. Some have a common word,
Okay.
and some are use activated. You don't see anything too weird or elaborate about this object. So you may rightfully assume with your that's a natural 20, but what's the total?
No, an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. All right.
Yeah, so I got 15 plus 5. Yeah.
All right. So basically, doesn't seem like it is a command object. Also, because you would have heard the command word for its
Yeah,
activation.
exactly. And there wasn't one.
So you basically assume that it might be a use activation, but you need to find the right way to wave it in order to use it.
Try tapping a top hat and then pulling the rubber duck out.
I don't have a top hat. I don't
Ah.
suit hats.
You're a rubbish mage.
For the last time, I'm not a mage.
But you're an elf.
I am a half elf, and I'm not a mage.
Right,
okay,
wizard then.
So, I mean, in one instance, you know, there is the way that the crone cast it, and that she sort of did this, but then it might just turn it back into snakes again, for all I know. Suppose there's no harm in trying.
Okay. At this point, am I conscious? Am I able to?
Yeah,
move?
yeah, you're conscious because
Right,
Gary brought you back to 1 hit point life.
As
Oh,
I
you
see
got six.
Taymond is messing about with this rod, I'm going to find an immediate need to go outside.
I'm going to search the crusty corpse.
Why did you all assume it was trust?
Seriously.
Basically, she doesn't have that much on her. You see that she has a couple silver pieces and a
Loot!
beautiful necklace with a big ruby in the
Oh,
middle of a gold plate.
look! Loot! It's a magical necklace.
How do you know it's magical?
She was a magic user.
Not everything they have is magic.
Oh, yeah, you're going to try and tell me that she was a half elf, aren't you?
No, she definitely wasn't.
Every little thing she wore is magic.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going to try and mimic what she did in order to activate the rod or get the snakes out.
I'm heading towards the big city.
I do warn the others beforehand, just in case it does happen to turn into a few snakes again. And we
So
have
you
to-
can do magic.
I'm making an educated guess based on theory that I've learnt in books.
So you're going to make an educated guess of casting a spell with the magic wand.
Yes.
So you can do magic.
Well, I've not done it yet. Although I'm pleased you have such faith in me, bish bash bosh.
So basically, you start waving this rod around, hopefully to activate it somehow.
Well, again, I try and mimic what the crone did, if I can remember. Because she
You don't
did
know
a
what
movement.
she did.
Didn't she do like a movement and then the snakes appeared?
Yeah, she left, the rod standing on land. And then snakes came out. She didn't
She did-
wave it.
Yeah,
polymorph. You don't know what she actually did to polymorph the rubber duck.
she did that when she was behind us.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, in that case, I will make an educated guess and try and remember if I saw a diagram in a book somewhere about such a thing and try and deduce the correct movement.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I won't turn into something myself.
In order to make this a little bit funnier, please make me another Arcana roll.
If I turn into a guinea pig, Giorgio.
Keep rolling until you get a natural 1 or a natural 20.
Yeah. We'll get you a wheel or something.
I actually got the same roll again, so 15 plus 5.
All right.
Sorry to be so boring.
So basically, you try to recollect every lesson that you had, every theory that you memorized, every practice that you failed in waving the rod as it was a wand, a sword, something like that. And basically, you see the rubber duck that was laying on the shore to turn into a robed old man.
Oh no, that's wrong. He's a fish. Keep trying.
You did it! Congratulations!
I
Is it just me
yes,
that's really,
I-
really happy that he polymorphed
did.
with clothes?
I've
A
Thank
word
God.
close implicit in the description?
Yes, he said robed.
Yes, a robe. But like a robe can just be like a. Well, I suppose it does have to come past the hips, doesn't it? Or it's not a robe.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's way past the hips.
He's not completely nude.
Please.
Take the win.
Even if he is, Tamer doesn't care. He's so astonished that he's actually cast a spell for the first time in his life.
Well, I knew you
Well-
could. You're an elf.
Yeah. Well done,
That's-
Taymond.
That's
But-
a complicated spell as well.
I'd
Yes.
hold on to that thing if I was
But-
you.
You did get it wrong. He's meant to be a fish.
No,
it's not meant to be a fish.
Medusa agrees. Fish? What? I want some.
Well, Lorenz Hole. I'm assuming this is what you really look like.
It takes a time for him to come back to his senses, but he looks around a little bit dazzled. So where is she?
I'm right here.
She's
Yes, nice to meet you.
on the floor.
Yes.
Oh.
She's dead.
Oh, you mean the old crone? And I pick her up and sort of mimic movements with her body.
Just don't. Please don't.
She hasn't started to go through rigor mortis yet, so it's not too bad.
Her
All
face
right,
is a bit squishy, though, in fairness.
Yeah, to be fair. Well, first of all, I'm sorry, but I realized too late what she was doing because I saw her behind you. But then again, thank you for, I guess, turning me back to my old self. Let's put it this way. Is that, I mean, her face is all a pulp, but was she HR by any chance?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You know her?
yeah, of course. She was the one that we understood to be threatening the king to selling the story to the press. And I believe that was the main reason for her coming here, but even though I don't know how could have she tracked me down.
Well,
Oh,
apparently she
I know
followed
that. She followed us.
We did not see her at any point on our travels.
Yes, but she had a wand of polymorph, so she could have been anything.
Yes, I know that's what I'm trying to get at.
Also, divination is a possibility. Shows
Yes.
she could get a hold of you from anywhere, basically. So that's not on you. I mean, if we magic users want to do something, we are actually able to do most of things. So I'm not blaming you for her funding me. But given the fact that now she's a pulp, I'd say, oh, that's disgusting. There's no way for me to stay here now. I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know.
my sword's not very sharp, so I had to bludgeon her to death with
Right.
my sword.
Just so I'm
TMI,
clear.
thank you for what you did, but let's leave it at
Just,
that.
just so I'm clear on all of this, because I'm having a bit of trouble wrapping my head around it. Several hundred gnomes, monthly discharges, and that's what puts you off going back in the fucking water.
Maybe we
Yes.
should.
As I
walk
said
and
before, I can purify water, so it is clean when I polymorph myself in there. I'm an archmage, I know what I'm doing.
Let's walk and talk. There's
Can
no
you
point in us being here
identify
anymore.
this magical necklace for me, please?
Yeah, most definitely I can have a look at it. Would you mind?
I'm sure the king would love that.
To be a wedding gift.
Why do you keep thinking that they're going to be married? It's up to them.
I don't believe it's magic, I'm sorry.
Excuse me for being a fucking romantic. I mean, you know, it's. Some of us have to aspire to actually wanting to see love prevail and all the good of life come together. Jesus, there's some fucking cynics in here. No wonder you're an elf.
The magic necklace is all used up.
Perhaps you can
No,
recharge
it's-
it somehow.
Not magical.
All right.
in the first place.
Just give it back. Sorry. Sorry. All right. As a parting gift, that necklace will make you stronger.
Oh,
You have to wear it, though. For
that
it to
doesn't match
function.
my outfit.
Oh, for goodness sake, Bish Bash Bosh, beggars can't be choosers.
That's the trouble when you pick up loot. It could be anything.
There's a quote that an Italian philosopher said. It is about tough shit.
I will have
Yeah.
it if you don't want it.
It's not that I don't want it, but if you think you could use it, then by all means.
That's it.
I mean,
I don't
sure.
really care if it's magical or not. More that it's a nice piece of jewelry. Might as well have it.
It's a nice piece of jewelry that now activates the next session that you will play with this character. It takes that much time for it to activate and grants you about +2 in strength.
The next session. Oh my god.
I mean, that's the finale. What would you expect?
I appreciate it, but you can probably tell I'm not going to write that down.
And I surely won't remember it. So,
Right, thank you very much.
It does look a
Okay,
bit more buff though.
let's go to the city. I have 2 holes in the water to collect.
yes, my sweet gnomish friend. Yes, yes. Was she hit on the head by someone or something? Do your
Repeatedly.
Wait, there's a number of completing theories.
Oh, all right, all right. So off you go back to Fantasopoulos. You feel that you had a wonderful time traveling all together. Like it
We have a
was
wonderful time
let's say,
traveling.
a short campaign, not so well crafted, around your characters with some plots, some twists and whatnot. But on your way back, you are still in the woods that you found on your way to this mighty cave. That you hear distant growling and screaming again.
Right.
You,
Either.
you understand clearly, someone saying, "I've had enough of your shit," screaming at the top of their lungs.
I told you there was going to
Okay.
be grounds for divorce.
Ah. Do they sound like
Right.
Could it be
owlbears? Maybe chaps?
Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited! I'm going to enter a rage.
You are raging yet. Already.
Yeah, I'm going straight to rage, and then I'm going to run forward and attack whatever it is. Because I am convinced it's owlbears, so I'm just going to sprint forward and all excited. I even do that little kind of air skip as I'm running.
Okay. Thank you for notifying us this.
Oh, Jesus.
Basically, you don't see anything and anyone because you see a little villa, a little cottage, you might say, and the screaming are coming from inside the cottage.
Yeah. Following Bish Bash Boss, I am loading a bolt to my crossbow and preparing it just to guess.
Well, Talathal, since you're so invested in other people's relationships, you can sort this one out now as well.
It's an encounter!
It's going to be a fucking
basically.
brief encounter.
If you get close, to the cottage, you also hear noise of dishes and glasses breaking on the floor, on the walls, etc.
Ooh,
Charge!
does sound like a serious fight.
Perhaps we should leave the poor people alone.
Can you all roll me a perception check, please?
How should I guess?
Oh, natural 20.
19.
7.
21 in total.
That in the eyes, Phil announces a 7.
So,
Basically, now that you are closer, you hear more correctly what's being screamed and told. And you see a female voice, a female voice saying, of course there's not. How could you believe someone is following us to get our rings? And another male voice on the other side says, but there were adventurers that say they were looking for a ring of Albers, and I got scared. I mean, we must move. The female voice again says, well, if you want to move, you're going to move alone because I already packed your shit. Now, I've had enough of this. Now, take your luggage and just go. After a while, you don't hear crashing noises, but the doors creaking open, and this towering Alber comes out with a bag, with a luggage on his side, a little bit sad. You think that maybe he cried because his eyes are a little bit red. All right.
he's getting divorced over that.
I mean, I'm gonna leave you your place. I'll be back. Don't come back, you fucker! I mean, and you feel something swishing in between you, thrown by the house, by the cottage, while this owlbear starts wandering off for his way.
Wow.
Charge!
Roll to it.
Oh,
I'm going to lower
I
my
didn't.
weapon and groan.
I mean,
much?
natural 20 on perception, but unfortunately rolling to hit not so good. It's definitely a miss.
You you stumble in front of this towering owlbear. You see it's about 2 meters tall, so it gives you a pretty much in height. It just looks at you and says, "You're one of them, are you?"
Oh, hang on. You're divorced now. You don't need your rings anymore.
I didn't divorce. I left. That's different. We
Not
didn't
really,
finalize
no.
anything.
No, that's a divorce.
No, it's not. I'm coming back. Either way, that's not really your business.
Well, it is, because you don't need your rings.
What rings?
Your wedding rings.
I mean, I have one and I'm keeping it. If you want, you can ask my wife if she wants to give you yours.
No. I think instead we'll just roll for initiative, motherfucker.
Can someone please stop her?
I turn round to Taymond and say, have you seen the damage she's fucking done? She's killed orcs. She's smacked that old hag
Roll
into
for
fucking
initiative,
nothing.
Becky.
You go and fucking stop her.
9.
Why am I suddenly responsible for her behaviour?
Because you're the one saying someone stop her.
Yeah. I think we should probably
Alright.
make it a piece.
So he acts first. All right. So I'd like you to roll, please, a will saving throw.
A will saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I write my will with a 16.
Basically, that doesn't look like he's trying to attack you, because he just lets the luggage go and screams at the top of his lungs. These screams, though, freezes the blood in your veins. You are terrified now. To be fair, you are frightened too.
Okay.
I think that might have stopped her.
Let me see if I wrote it correctly.
Perhaps we had nothing to worry about.
All right. Basically, if you are frightened, please give attention to your cat.
It's constant. I just have to continually do the cat owner's dab.
It looks like you don't pet her enough.
It's a door. I'm sat next to a door. Cat sees human, cat sees door. Cat goes, it's the door actuator. What I have to do to activate the door actuator is to meow.
Okay, so it's your turn now. Bish, bash,
Okay.
bosh.
Well, I'm going to hit it. Oh, incidentally, have we recovered at all from the previous fight? Or are we
The
still
same
wounded?
amount as your Constitution modifier, unless otherwise stated.
Not a lot then. That's going to be a hit. That is a 25 with the first roll.
That's a hit.
For 10 damage. Second roll is a 10. And the last roll is not a natural 20 or 1.
All right. So that's 10 damage. Does some of you want to
Help?
get in the fight or whatsoever?
I have a feeling that I might want to actually try and drag her back, but I've got a feeling that might actually backfire on me severely.
Have you ever been hit by a wooden sword before?
No, but I've seen what happened to people who get hit by that wooden sword, and it's
Exactly.
not nice.
Exactly.
No
I
one.
don't want her to hack at my neck
No,
tendon.
they're having a conversation about it instead. I'm just picturing them all just sort of stood around watching and having this
Yep.
conversation whilst looking.
Right. So you see now the owlbear's eyes are red, but with a hanger because you managed to eat him. I mean, I don't want to assume it's gender, but maybe it's a him. And you see that it takes his claws and they're coming back on you, but they freeze in place. The whole owlbear freezes in place in front of you.
I hit it!
You hear Lorenzo saying, "It won't last long. Take the ring and just get the fuck out of here before you get hurt."
Now the wife!
Stop!
Charge after the wife.
Roll me a will saving throw, please.
Okay. That is a 24.
You feel something that it's trying to grapple your legs, but you manage to power through it and you're still running.
Can I try and race after her and grab her?
If you want to, that's an athletics check.
Yep. I mean, I imagine this isn't going to go down well.
Instant
am-
bloodbath. Just add gnome.
18, not too bad.
You can. You have to roll 2, bish bash bosh. Athletics.
Okay. At 9.
You manage to get a hold of bish bash bosh.
Let me at her! Let me at her!
Just know when to stop. You've got the ring. Let's go.
No, only one of them.
Why do you need both? That one's worth a fortune.
Because it's the married couple that's only half.
I turn back round to Gary and say, why did you want these rings?
The king.
No, Gary. Because Gary came up to find them, didn't he?
Yeah, because it was sent by the king.
Oh, okay.
And he wanted both, right?
Okay, but
I don't know how much of it.
Maybe we should approach this a bit more subtly, rather than beat a poor innocent owlbear to death.
I tried talking, it didn't work.
Also, you felt something swishing in between you from the house. Something small.
She might have thrown a ring. Let's have a hunt.
I let her go in order to.
Well, at least that would save a lot of trouble if she has.
Yeah.
That's a perception check for you, Becky.
11.
If someone wants to help her, that's another perception check for everyone who wishes to chime in.
Yeah, go on. 16.
Perception check. I think I'll get in on that one. Perception check.
I
17
couldn't find the
for
ground with that
me.
roll.
Well, whoever did rolled more than 15, so I'd say Tamon and Talathol, you managed to find something looking back at you in between the bushes and the leaves. Something sparkly, ring-shaped, almost this size. Well, slightly bigger, but she threw the ring, and that's laying on the ground.
So Bish Bash Bosh was actually right.
2 quests in one day. This is the best day ever.
Right. The three of us need to make a pact right now. Never tell her she was right. Ever. Just glance over it.
Well,
I give Bish Bash Bosh the other ring.
it
Tell
doesn't
who
feel,
was right.
It doesn't.
The owlbear's
left.
wife.
It
Left
doesn't,
was
it
right.
doesn't feel right taking these rings anyway. But
No, I
she might have thrown it
maybe
away, but that's only in the heat of the moment. And obviously, the other owlbear didn't want to give his up at all. That's just theft.
Well, what do you think adventuring is? You go into a dungeon and you steal all the monster shit. Maybe you're not cut out for this.
I feel obligated to let the next owlbear I see know of this other owlbear. I see what you mean, Talathel, with relationships.
So you get the hell out of there before the spell of Lorenzo wears off.
Yep.
And it takes you about 2 to 3 days in order to come back to Phantasopoulos. Is there something you want to do on your way back?
Well, only collect my bird bowls with the holes in the water.
You want to collect what?
The bird baths I made at
Yeah.
birds in the water, bird baths.
Oh, right. Then in the
Yeah.
city. I was
Yeah,
saying in the journey to the city. Do you
Oh,
want to do
no.
something there?
No.
No, apart from
No.
heal up.
No. No.
Oh, didn't you say you were going to do stuff with the fish people, or are you just not going to do that?
We do need to let them know, come to think of it. Well, I suppose we don't have to, but we could just say, here's the hole in the water. Play on words. Misunderstanding.
Basically, you just do this by screaming, passing by, that was all a misunderstanding, and then go back to Phantasopoulos.
It was.
Yeah, I'll leave
It
a
was a
note.
mistranslation.
All right.
Full body.
So it gets you about 1 more day from the fish people to reach Phantasopoulos. And of course, you are again in the town castle hall waiting to be received by the king. And of course, Lorenzo is with you because reasons. Once you are let in by the guards, you see that Lorenzo puts his hood on in order to hide partially his face. The king, of course, is not so correctly seated on the throne. Oh, you were the ones of the hole in the water, isn't it?
Yes, let me present you with these 2 bird baths. Also, some owlbear married rings and Lauren's hole.
Say that again.
So, these 2 bird baths have holes in the water.
Yeah, you can keep them.
Yay! Success! Also, rings from a married owlbear couple.
Oh, did you manage to find them?
Yeah, we did that too. Also, Loren's hole.
You see that there is a minute of pause while the 2 loved ones gaze at each other and embrace in this hug that tastes of years and months staying away one from another.
3
All you
quests
know.
in one.
All you know is that
As the love theme from Romeo and Juliet plays. For those watching in the UK, better known as the theme for our tune.
Okay, another thing I'm too Italian to understand, but I'll push
Fine.
forward.
Me too.
Saying that now all you know is that, of course, you completed actually two quests that the king was looking for, and united him with his loved one. Also, took out the main threat to their relationship. So now, until the next campaign with this character, which is maybe never, you are now level 2, and now you are part of the personal escort of King John Smith, that is now married to Lorenzo. Finally, they can show their love to the people in Magic County, and they used as ceremonial rings a couple of rings that were forged by one of the Alber rings that you brought him. It comes full circle, guys.
Oh.
And then this was the finale of this not so well crafted campaign. You are now level 2. I really hope you enjoyed with all the sexual innuendos and the encounters
Absolutely.
and such. I'm
We
sorry
did
I
an
had
adventure.
I'm sorry I had to cut short your encounter with the owlbear, but I assume that wasn't going how you planned.
How do you mean? I killed it, sort of.
Yeah, sort
I mean, I
of.
hit it. I hit it and it stopped moving.
Yeah, basically King John Smith married a plastic duck using 2 stolen rings. Yeah, exactly. That's Steve, that's the core of the campaign.
Yep.
Nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely. Just boiled it down to the absolute nub. And just for the people in the chat there, I've actually put a YouTube link to the love theme from Romeo and Juliet, otherwise known as theme from Archer, just so people know what the hell I was talking about.
Well, so thank
Famous
you
little tune
for
in its own way.
thank you guys for asking me to be your DM for a short amount of sessions. I don't think so confused. Aren't we all, Steve? Aren't we all? So thank you
Permanently.
thank you for enduring this, and I can't wait personally to get back to playing Pranit in Max of Nyarlathotep next week. Finally, we will resume. I have to study a lot because I don't think I remember everything. Still, like every other week, I hope you enjoyed. Given
Yes.
this was the finale,
Absolutely.
I hope it was.
fantastic.
Absolutely enjoyed it. Yeah.
And then
Had an
hopefully,
absolute
maybe
ball.
we will get back Bish Bash Bosh, Dagash, Talathal, and Taemon, now level 2. Let's see what happens. Maybe you will hunt flying pigs or look for somebody's dignity lost somewhere in the woods or by the shore of a orgiastic lake. Who knows? Thank you also, Steve, and everybody for tuning in and listening and watching and commenting. We love you all so much. Please make sure to tune in for Prize Fighter on Thursday and
Yep.
for Dune on Saturday. And then we will see each other on Monday for Massive Nyanatotep. Finally, again, we're going to eat a lot of shit in Kenya. I can't wait. Again, thank you everybody for playing or enduring or listening. See you next time, let's say.
We went on an adventure.
And you did too, and one wasn't even planned. Thank you. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.